So I'd be lying if I said that I haven't been using Neural DSP plugins for the past 6-ish months for when it comes to practicing and recording. Now I'll admit that this has a little to do with not being able to crank my tube amp in my small apartment. Really, these plugins are just unreal. They sound great. They're super easy to use, which is the big reason why I've been using them so much. Now they released this new plugin a couple weeks back after one of the most incredible modern day guitar virtuosos, Mateus Asato. I was really stoked to check it out, and after messing with it for about a week, I decided to demo it for you guys, just to talk more about it and see if this plugin is right for you and your sound. I'm going to break down everything that's included with it. I'm going to compare it to one of my personal favorite Neural DSP plugins, and of course I'll demo some sounds and dial in some fun tones. So this is the default display that comes up when you first open this plugin, but I'll just start with the pre-effects, which is 4 pedals. You have a really smooth and nice sounding compressor. You have an overdrive 1, which is like a mid gain, an overdrive 2, which is heavy distortion, and then we have a modulation that features tremolo, chorus, and vibrato, and you have 2 knobs that adjust speed and intensity. Now hopping over to the amps, the first one is a vintage clean British voiced amp. This gives you obviously very clean tones, but also gives you that edge of breakup. The next one, they call it a modern clean. This is like a boutique Fender style amp. It gives you a little bit more tone options. You have thicker, thick, and normal, and you have gain, bass, mid, treble, presence, master, and output. And then the third and final amp, they call this one lead. This is great for those mid gain sounds and higher. Obviously killer for leads. You can get some crazy solo tones out of this one, and when you mix it in with some of the wet effects that I'll talk about later, it just sounds great. Now moving on to the cab section, this is where you can get different cabs, obviously, and you can move around mics in certain places just to kind of get certain recorded sounds that you would get if you were actually to record these in a room. Now they each come with their very own cab, but you can actually mix mash them, however you want to say that, by clicking that, and you can pick the first clean amp with the lead cab and just kind of get a whole different array of tones. We have like the distance of the mic, the position. Now you can always do this by hand like this as well. Moving on, we have a 9-band graphic EQ, which can be very helpful. And then we have the post effects. We have echo and reverb. Now this delay can sort of give you some extra tape saturation and modulation, which is what those old tape machines used to do when they were experimented with. So that's a really, really cool feature. And then we have just a reverb. It features 2 distinct reverbs, hall and plate. The hall is inspired by 80s classic studio reverbs, and then the plate is inspired by just modern studio quality reverb pedals. Now it also features a transpose and a doubler. Now the transpose can pitch your guitar up or down, which can be helpful if you're playing in different keys and different tunings and whatever else. And then the doubler can just make your guitar sound much wider. Now for a little extra features, it has a tuner like it does for the rest of them, and it also features a metronome. So let's now jump into some presets that they give you from artists from the man himself and from Neural DSP, so we can hear all sides of things. So overall, these sounds are really great, and they're also different compared to the other Neural DS plugins. So if you already have one, getting this won't be the same exact thing, so you won't have to worry about that. Now, the main one that I use for all my practicing and recording, like I talked about earlier, is the Archetype Rabea Masad. It just has really great and versatile tones that work best for what I've been doing recently. Now, in that one, there is a lot more of different effects. There's some really, really cool synth sounding stuff, which I've been using a lot of. But tone and preset wise, the Mateus Asato does hold up to it. Now, if you're looking for more like experimental and really crazy effects, I am going to say the Rabea Masad might be more of your forte, because the Mateus Asato really only has the echo, reverb, and that modulation pedal. Personally, I do really like the reverb on the other one a little bit better as well, but the Mateus Asato is such its own thing, and it's so unique to itself that it's kind of even hard to compare. So if you like a wide range of killer tones and you enjoy that style of playing, I would not hesitate to get this. So what are your thoughts on the sounds and effects that this plugin offers? And also let me know what your thoughts are on the technology of these amp sims compared to a real amp. Do you think they hold up, or do you still think we have a little ways to go before we finally reach that point? Now you can check out other demos I've done right around here, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more. So thanks for watching. If you have any other ideas of videos you'd like me to do, also let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.